Gervonta Davis stops Ryan Garcia in the 7th round. And yeah, Floyd Mayweather, he was right there, all in the camera. You know what I'm talking about? He was right there with Gervonta Tank Davis, just like they started. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of people thought Floyd Mayweather went bye-bye, he was gone. But Floyd Mayweather ain't went nowhere. But in this video, we're going to talk about what Gervonta Davis had to say about Floyd Mayweather. And he kept it real on his relationship with Floyd Mayweather and things of that nature. But before we get into this video, make sure that you hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. So the fight is finally said and done. You know, it's over with. We was waiting on this fight for about 3-4 years, and we finally got it. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, and we got them young. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to wait to get these two fighters while they was old and washed up. We got them young, and like I said, I felt that Gervonta Davis is in his prime, and I feel that, you know, Ryan Garcia, he's coming towards his prime. You know, he ain't quite there yet, but he's coming towards his prime. But anyway, like I said, last night, it went like a lot of people thought it would. Gervonta Davis, he did get the knockout. I was surprised that he got the knockout with a body shot. I thought it was going to be a left hook. But yeah, he got the knockout with a body shot, and he here. People will say that he is the face of boxing now, just like Floyd Money Mayweather was for many, many years. And this is what they groomed Gervonta Davis to be. Ever since Adrian Broner brought Gervonta Davis to Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather became Gervonta Davis's promoter, they told you, Leonard Ellaby told you, Floyd Mayweather told you, they told you that they had a plan for Gervonta Tank Davis. Leonard Ellaby always used to say, "Oh, we got a plan for Tank. We got the blueprint for Tank." And we getting to watch it play out. And all Tank got to do is continue to win. And that's what he's been doing. And he's not only been winning, he's been winning by devastating knockout after devastating knockout. You know, the blueprint that they have for Gervonta Tank Davis to become, I'm not going to say the next Floyd Mayweather, but to become the next superstar in boxing, not named Canelo Alvarez, because, you know, Canelo, he pretty much on the downward spiral, if you ask me. His back is up against the wall. You know, 168 is loaded with hungry killers that's waiting for him. You know what I'm talking about? And then you got Dimitri Bivol. And I don't think that he can beat Bivol. So his time is coming to an end. And a new face of boxing, and it looks like that's Gervonta Davis. You see all of the superstars show up for his fight. Anybody that was somebody was at that fight. All of the superstars, it was star-studded, it was jam-packed, sold out, and the tickets were sky high, just like a Floyd Mayweather fight. You know, so they know that they got them one. A lot of people look at this and they be like, well, Gervonta Davis, he not with Floyd in him. He's still with Floyd in him. I don't know what their contract is like, but he's still going to be working with Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby. Floyd Mayweather is not on stage with Gervonta Davis, hugging him, jumping up and down, and doing all of that extra stuff if he ain't getting the bag out of it. That's just what it is. We know how Floyd is. And if you go on BoxRec, TMT was one of the lead promoters. Tom Brown Promotions and TMT was the promoters for this fight. So yeah, you know, Gervonta Davis, we know that him and Floyd, they've had a long history. They've had a lot of falling outs. And recently, it was a story that came out that Gervonta Davis got kicked out of the gym by Floyd Mayweather. Floyd kicked Gervonta Davis out of his gym. Well, we know it was true because Tank said it himself. But we really never found out, or we don't even know if it was just a publicity stunt to sell the fight. A lot of people thought it was a publicity stunt to sell the fight. I don't know. I thought it was real, but who knows? You know, Floyd Mayweather is a genius when it comes to marketing, and Gervonta Davis knows that, Calvin Ford knows that, and everybody knows that. So who knows if they ever even got into it, because a lot of people say it's mighty funny. Every time Tank got a big fight, it's always an issue that comes up out of nowhere with him and Floyd Mayweather, right? It's always some type of beef that happens with him and Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm talking about? But so we don't know. But with that being said, Gervonta Davis, he kept it real, and he talked about, you know, Floyd Mayweather just being around him in these big fights like that, these big moments, and how he feels about Floyd Mayweather, right, being next to him when he has big moments and big fights like this. And I'm going to just play what Tank had to say, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to cook on it.
He just gave me great words. He was telling me to stay calm. I always like to listen to Floyd when it comes to big stages like this, because he's the only one that been in my shoes and been like in these type of fights. You know what I mean? So I wish I stay close to Floyd when stuff like this happens. And just to keep me humble and like have me on the right track. You know what I mean? So I always appreciate Floyd for being in my corner, having my back, always. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be love for Floyd Mayweather.
So there you heard it, and you heard Tank saying he basically honored and he wants Floyd Mayweather around him in these big moments, because Floyd is one that's been through it, right? He's been through all of it, and he listens to Floyd Mayweather, and he feels comfortable when Floyd Mayweather is right there in his corner, giving him pointers or telling him to stay calm or telling him what to do in certain situations. He says, that's who I can look to. That's who I can listen to is Floyd Mayweather, because Coach Calvin and everybody, like, that's my trainer, but they ain't been through this. You know what I'm saying? Floyd been through this several times over and over again, so I can go to him, and Floyd puts him in a comfort zone. You heard in the interview that Calvin Ford did that I covered, right? About, 3 weeks ago. I don't think it was quite a month ago, but Calvin Ford did an interview, and he said that, I have to tell Gervonta Davis, like, hey, if Floyd is not at the fight, and this was his last fight, if Floyd is not at the fight, you got to get used to that. You got to get used to, walking on your own with Floyd not being there, because he's used to turning to Floyd for advice in certain situations. And Floyd is always there telling him, calm down, do this, or, when he does this, do this, because Floyd's seeing everything. So he's in the comfort zone with Floyd, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd got him as a kid. Tank was still basically a kid early in his career. So people get used to what they comfortable with. And although him and Floyd might not see eye to eye all the time, he's comfortable with Floyd being in his corner. I mean, it's smart. You know what I'm saying? It's smart. Taking the advice from arguably the best fighter that ever stepped in the ring, And like I said, arguably, depending on who you're talking to, but he definitely one of them, and that ain't no argument. So I don't look at it as a lot of people look at it as, oh man, he D-riding Floyd or something like that. Nah, it's smart to have people like that that's already been through the storm, that's weathered the storm, and came out victorious in every fight that he ever been in. You know what I'm talking about? Every fight he ever been in on a professional level. So it's smart to listen to Floyd. And it ain't nothing wrong with him wanting Floyd there, to put him in a comfort zone. And he feel like that if Floyd is in his corner, can't nobody stop him. That's just how he feel. Like, if I listen to Floyd and do what Floyd say, can't nobody stop me. He's going to continue to work with Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe. Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather, they're going to continue to get paid off of Gervonta Davis, the fighter that they brought up, the fighter that they built up. And like I said, man, y'all got to give a lot of credit to Floyd Mayweather, because they built Gervonta Davis up. Like I said, they had a blueprint for Gervonta Davis. They did that. Nobody else did that, and shout out to AB for recognizing that he wasn't on the level to take Gervonta Davis, this young, talented fighter that I want to say that he discovered, but that he had under his wing. And AB was smart enough to realize that he didn't have the resources, and his promotional company wasn't at the place that it needs to be. So he took him to Floyd Mayweather and Al Haymon, two that he knew that could take this young kid at the time to a whole nother level. And so, shout out to AB, but Floyd took him to a whole nother level. Being around Floyd and being able to see how Floyd worked and being able to get advice from Floyd Mayweather and just, having Floyd take him under his wing and having Floyd tell him the ins and the outs and what to do and what not to do. And of course, it took Tank Davis a long time to really lock all of that in. He had the talent, right? The talent was getting him through. He wasn't really disciplined at first, but now, that he getting older, now he's getting disciplined, and now he really listening to what Floyd told him, and he's at the age to where he can see, damn, everything that Floyd was telling me, it came out to be true. And so he feel comfortable around Floyd. So yeah, man, it is what it is. Gervonta Davis, once again, continues to knock out every opponent that he's been in the ring with, and we'll see where they go from this. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if he get in there and fight the Devin Haney's or Shakur Stevensons. But anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Smash my like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.
I hope you got big lungs if you're rolling with me. I roll quickly.